Hi, this is Susan Clark with Carmel Realty Company. Welcome to episode 19 of Meet Our Local Business Owners and Experts. Today I'm here with Staci Jameson Hayes, owner of Jameson Classic Motorcycle Museum in Pacific Grove. Staci, welcome. I'm so happy to be talking with you today and being in this fabulous motorcycle museum in Pacific Grove. How did all of this get created?
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. It started out very simply. My dad had a lot of motorcycles, and he is a collector of mostly European bikes, BMWs and Nortons, Triumphs. And so he was looking for somewhere to store his motorcycles.
I see.
And he found this building and bought it. And he was just bringing his motorcycles in, one or two at a time. And every time he would bring in a motorcycle, someone would come in and want to talk about it.
Of course.
And the more motorcycles he brought in, the more people were coming in and the more people were wanting to know about it. And
so kind of evolved.
It evolved into a museum. And one day he said, well, let's just open the
Why
doors.
not?
So it grew from there, and he did a really good job with his collection.
Well, it certainly is fabulous. And I know you shared with me earlier that your dad passed away,
Right.
and you have now become the owner of the museum.
I am the only child, so I left the museum, and I still believe that my dad mainly left the motorcycles to my husband, because my husband is a big motorcycle fan like my dad was. I personally have ridden a dirt bike a couple of times, but I've never ridden a street bike. And until last night, my husband taught me last night, and it was fun, and I get it now.
Yeah.
But before that, my dad would always have me on the motorcycle with him, and in the beginning when I was little, I would sit on the gas tank and hold the crossbar.
Oh.
And then when I was big enough, I would sit on the back.
Yeah.
And we went all kinds of places on the bikes. So I've grown up on motorcycles.
That's wonderful. That's fabulous. And are there some specific motorcycles in this wonderful museum that you'd like to talk a little bit about?
There are. Not every bike in here is ours. We do have some people that have brought their motorcycles in to show.
I see.
And one of my favorite loaners, it's a 1913 Peugeot. It's in the front window.
Okay, we'll take a picture of that.
Oh, it's a gorgeous bike. The one thing that I find really interesting is the drive chain. The chain on it is actually made of leather.
Oh my God.
Which is how they used to make.
And what year was that?
1913.
1913. Wow.
So that's one of my favorites. My other favorite for sure it's called a BSA Starburst. And I love that bike. And now that I've learned to ride bikes, when I get good enough, I want to ride that bike.
Okay,
that's
so
my goal.
You have a future in bike riding, it sounds like.
I do. And I'm very excited. My dad loved motorcycles. He loved the motorcycle community. He was a San Jose firefighter for 25 years.
Oh,
and
that's
so
great.
This kind of turned into his retirement. And wow, it turned out really good. I was very proud of him. The only thing we have with the siren is the police officer's bike that the Pacific Grove Police Department is allowing us to show.
Oh, that's great. Perfect. And what else would you like to tell our listeners about the museum?
It's a different kind of community than a lot of the street bikes. You've got the ones that go really fast. You've got the Harleys, which are really loud, which is not a bad thing. We own Harleys too, and we love them. But these are touring bikes. These are, you pull your bike out on a Sunday and you go around town. We've also got a couple of sidecar rigs. And in
I
fact,
saw that in the front. That's so cool looking.
they're very fun and very comfortable. That one is going to be in the parade for Christmas
Oh,
because
wonderful.
we're really good friends with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And they're going to be in that sidecar rig for Christmas. For
Oh,
the
how
parade.
fun. Well, that's a parade we won't want to miss.
No, it'll be fun.
Well, why don't you tell our listeners where you're located, and if they want more information, how would they contact you?
Right now, we are working on our website. It takes a little while to get everything together. We're at 305 Forest Avenue in Pacific Grove, and we're open Saturdays and Sundays from noon till 4. However, we get a lot of calls of people saying, we're only going to be in town Tuesday and Wednesday. So, of course, give us a call. We're happy to open up for special tours, people just coming by. We like to share. And they can always reach us at 408-460-1949.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Staci, for letting me chat with you for a few minutes about this wonderful place.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome, and we'll include some photos of all of the wonderful
Great.
bikes that are in here in the video as well. To my listeners, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you come by on a weekend and see this fabulous motorcycle museum.
Or anytime you have time, we will open up.
Okay, just give Staci a call. This is Susan Clark with Carmel Realty Company. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you'll come by and see the museum. And if you have any real estate needs, I'd love to chat with you about your goals, your dreams, and your desires. So bye for now. Talk to you soon.